Hello, I'm Archie Luxury, coming to you live from the fabulous Sunshine Coast in Queensland. And it's a windy fucker today. Absolutely windy fuckers. That's right, it's very windy. And you can hear that fucking breeze come in there, and it's an awful chill. That's right. This is what happens when you pick budget accommodation in the off-season to save a few bucks. Factor in that wind chill factor, because it's fucking freezing today. Let me give you the drum. Let me give you the drum. It is freezing. Yeah, so I'm coming to you live from the Sunshine Coast, and it is fucking freezing. Man, you got to check the fine print on those discount holiday deals. You don't want to come here when it's winter, that's for sure. But hey, I'm here. The scenery's great. It's a tax deduction because Archie's here on business. So it's all cool. It's all really cool here. So let's... Hello, I'm Archie Luxury, and let's have a look at some of the wonderful stock from Esslinger.com. So this is their website. They also have a fantastic YouTube channel, but let's have a look at the website today and look at some of the... They've got watch parts, watch repair tools, jewelry tools, gemology tools, gemstones. They've got such a huge range of product. So let's have a look at watch repair tools. What have they got here? And they've got all sorts of parts, from screwdrivers to gauges to back opening tools, watch back openers. And they've got a great selection of tools. And Esslinger is Archie Luxury's first choice when it comes to horological tools and parts. And they've got a great range of items here. And I'm going to be doing more reviews. So remember, Esslinger.com for all your watch parts, tools, and accessories. Hope you've enjoyed this. So let's jump right into the mailbag. This is viewer emails, and we're coming to you live from the Sunshine Coast here. So let's jump right in. And the first viewer email is from Jason Ong. And Jason says, he goes, "Hi Archie, just starting to watch your channel a couple of months ago and have this urge to write to you for some advice. You own a Breguet. What do you think of the sister brands Blancpain, and Jacob Dross? I own a few watches, though they are not in the fuck off category. I am keen on a classic piece in the future, such as a Blancpain Villaret. This piece is stainless steel, 40mm, and I find it value for money, as I need to top up a little more from Rolex from this piece. Jacquet Dross is rather pricey because their classic range in platinum or gold. What are your thoughts? Thanks, Jason." So I emailed Jason back and said, "Hello, Jason. Breguet is a great brand in my humble opinion. Blancpain, I've never really warmed to this brand. Terrible resale, hard to sell. Jacquet Dross, why the fuck would you buy this brand? Stay with APPP and VC. Jacob Dross is impossible to sell, shit resale. Why the fuck you'd buy this brand is beyond me. Stay with the leading brands. This Jacob Dross is dog shit microwaved. If you want a fuck off watch and you have the money, buy a Patek. Okay, buy a Patek. At least Rolex is resellable. This other dog shit is impossible to shift. I think you owe me a small donation for advising you to stay away from these turds." And I've actually included my PayPal address there to Jason. And I gotta say, what an absolute piece of dog turd that brand is there. I mean, where do they get these brands from? That's what I'd like to know there. And the next viewer email's from my good friend Louis Gascon. And Louis, this video here is titled "When Rich People Listen to Archie Luxury." And Louis is a cool fucker. And he's a professional game programmer. Just do a Google search on Code Cow, Louis Code Cow Gaskell. and he's very kindly I recommended to Louis that he buy a Patek Philippe 5146 annual calendar. Louis followed my advice, and to thank me, he sent me a bottle of Redbreast 12-year-old Irish whiskey, and it is sensational. Thank you, Louis. Unlike the other asshole who, Jason Ong, who asked for my opinion, who gave me nothing, you're a cool fucker. That's really cool. Louis gave me a donation, and he also sent me a fine bottle of whiskey. So I'm over the moon. And Louis came back to me. He just said to me he just wants to thank me for buying the 5146. And yeah, it's all so cool. So that's a very grateful viewer. And I gotta say, that's a cool wristwatch to get there. Okay, next viewer email. Now let's have a look here. This is an interesting one for all you muscle car fans, and I'll read it to you. This came in, and let's have a look here. It came in. I'm just trying to get his name. I've cut his name. Okay. First off, Archie, let me say I want to apologize for grammar errors in my email, as I am typing from my cell phone. Second, I would like to send you a small cash donation for your honest opinion regarding my next timepiece. Timepiece pick. I have a 1972 Chevelle that was my great-grandmother's. She was the original owner. It's in very good condition. Makes a great daily driver. Good interior and exterior. I will attach pics. The car estimated value for insurance purposes is $15,000 US. Here comes my dilemma. There is a Rolex GMT Master 2 in solid 18 karat. N series, model number. Okay, I think he's got the wrong. He said there's a man selling it for 16 grand US. However, good communication discussion is going to do a straight swap. Do you think this is a terrible decision to obtain a timepiece? Is this the ultimate fuck-off piece or just a bad decision? I do not have another Rolex nor owned a luxury watch. I do collect lower-end brands, not worth mentioning. So I went back to him and I gave him my email address to send a PayPal donation, because that's the lifeblood of this channel. And I said, let's talk about your question. I love cars and I love watches. To keep the value of this car, you need to use it sparingly. Do not use this Minter as a fucking daily driver. That's a mistake. You will kill the value. This car is a collector's piece. Either store this car in a garage, or sell it, or swap it. This is a very special muscle car. It's not a daily driver. Okay, so as far as the swap goes, firstly ensure the car is not worth more on its own. What could you sell this car for cash for? This is a collector's car. Then, say you got 15,000, what can you buy this watch for? Personally, I think the car is worth a wee bit more. Car is worth 15,000, watch, say 12. Long term, if you are unable to store this car properly or look after it, do the swap. The watch is much easier to store and use. So that was my advice there. I said to him, if you are not a car person, you can't store it properly, it's going to be a real pain in the ass. So a watch is much more easier to store, and I think it's a better investment long term wise. I think the watch, the car is cool, but it's a real bastard. You've got to constantly insure it, you've got to have maintenance, you've got to store it properly. If you start using that as a daily driver, it'll be a piece of shit. Okay, it'll be stolen, it'll be damaged. It's not what you've got to do there. So that was my advice there. Okay, let's have a look at another viewer email. This here is from a guy from my hometown. It's fucking mosquitoes, fucking hell. These bastards are coming out and biting me. This is from Thomas Petit. He says, "Dear Archie, in order to get your advice, I'm prepared to make a small donation." He's asked me how to do that, and I've provided details to him. First of all, I love your YouTube channel. I watch it every day. Fucking mosquitoes, is Tom. So that's a very interesting question. Now, I gave him my PayPal address and told him how he could make a donation. So now let's go on to the question. Okay, I said to him, now, number one, that is a very, very fucking soft Omega. Hard to sell. So you should get a bargain. And I advised him to have a check on chrono24.com to see what that piece is going for. I said, go to the store you want to buy it from, and with cash, and simply say, I'm a serious buyer, I have cash, but I want a fantastic price. This model is soft, not a great seller like the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. I want a fantastic price. What can you do? And I said to him, I spoke to a friend in the business, and he said, look, you'd be looking for at least a 30% discount, and then that model is a dog! Woof, woof! You can hear the bastard barking. And I did say to him, I said, most Indonesians are liars. I said, they're very slippery fuckers. And, you know, they're hard bastards to deal with. And I said I'd love to catch up for a beer. Obviously, you've got to shout it because, hey, I'm going through some hard times. Things aren't that great. And we'll see. So there you go. That's my email in from Tom Petit. And that was another installment of viewer emails. I'm Archie Luxury. That concludes viewer emails. I hope you've enjoyed my stint at the coast. Now I can scratch my fucking legs. These mosquitoes are driving me nanas. These mosquitoes, my fucking God. Bastards. They're just vicious bastards. I'm Archie Luxury, and look at this bastard. Oh, I got him. Look at that. Just there you go. That's the bastard who was terrorizing me. The bastard. I'm Archie Luxury, and that's been another installment of viewer emails. Oh, and I forgot to do a time check. That's right, that's going back to an old Archie Luxury video. And one of my all-time favorite series is What Does Your Wristwatch Say About You? And I made a few of these videos, and I think they're really classic. The Omega one's gone on to huge fame. And I gotta say, this is a great series. So please take a look at What Does Your Wristwatch Say About You, the Archie Luxury series, and please tell me what you think. Gonna get one more of these mozzie bastards. These bastards gone now. Thank you very much.